Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Where today I'm going to be building 3 farms to make myself as powerful as possible. So without any further delay, let's get straight into this video. So first things first, you may have noticed that I ended off last episode with iron stuff. I ended up doing a bit of behind the scenes mining and went all the way to diamond level, as you can see. And if you follow this tunnel, you guys can also see how far I've walked. I've walked over 500 blocks. I think it's close to 600 blocks. And the reason I'm going all the way to the end is because I found I think it was a skeleton spawner at the end of this tunnel. I think this is the turn off here now. Is it? Yes. So there's the end of the tunnel there. You can just see it. And then if you follow this tunnel, follow the lights, you get to a skeleton spawner. And in this chest they were like, oh, I haven't looted it yet. Got a diamond, bunch of iron. I probably just left it so that I could loot it once I was recording. It was a nice chest here. Now, if I go all the way back, there was another chest. Not a chest. Another spawner. And in that chest, that's the one I wanted to show you guys. It's a spider spawner. So I've got unlimited string, I've got unlimited bones. Both of them can be a basic XP spawner. So my tunnel is actually nearly 800 blocks long. It's ridiculous how long you need to make your tunnel just to get enough diamonds. Okay, so if I go up here, somewhere here, I think it's right here, there's a spider spawner with a dripstone cave above it. But in this chest, we have a notch apple. We have a freaking notch apple. Oh, I got some food finally. So yeah, I do have 2 mob spawners. Alright, so what I want to do now is make the sugarcane farm. The sugarcane farm will be pretty basic. I'm literally just going to put a bunch of sugarcane along the shoreline, and then that will just keep growing as my as I build the other farms. The sugarcane will just keep growing, and then I'll keep expanding until I have enough sugarcane. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the blocks I need for my villager trader / iron farm, and all the blocks I need for the passive mob farm. Now, obviously, it's going to be a bit of a trek to get all the blocks and that. So hopefully I have enough stuff to get everything I want. They won't be fully AFK because I haven't gone to the nether yet. I'm planning to do that next episode. And also because I only have 1 trident, which technically is enough because I don't need another trident for any of the other farms. But I want to put mending on the trident first, and to get mending on the trident means I need to make the villager trading system, and for the villager trading system I need the passive mob farm. So it's sort of a catch-22. But without further delay, I'm going to get straight into collecting the materials. I won't record collecting all the materials, just because it's a lot to collect. I'll probably be busy until like day 30, I'd say, if not longer. So I will see you guys once I've got all my blocks. So as you guys can see, I have gotten all the blocks I need. This is for the passive mob farm. I've got everything I need for the skeleton farm, the spider farm, the villager trader, and the iron farm. And yeah, it took me 8 Minecraft days. That's what, without sleep, that's about how many days is that? How many hours is that? 8 by 20. Guys, help me with the maths here. 8 by 20, 160 minutes. It's about 2 hours, 3 hours to get all this stuff. I mean, it wasn't too hard considering I had a lot of stuff already. And I could easily turn this stuff into stone bricks using this the stone cutter, which in the new update can turn cobblestone into stone bricks, which is very nice. I mean, the scaffolding was pretty easy because I had all that stuff. And I had string from the iron farm. The iron stuff, obviously, from the iron farm. Had to chop down a lot of trees to get a lot of wood. Because you see, I need a bunch of stuff that requires wood. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got everything I need now. So I'm going to start by getting this stuff back in my inventory. So I just took it out while I was sorting out all the stuff and putting it into the right spots. But now I need to start building the farm. And so we get something to eat quick. I'm gonna check on my sugarcane farm, see how much it's grown. That's quite nice. So now I can do expand it to be what, 27 blocks long, I think it is now. There we go. And then I'll just keep coming back to that and expanding and shrinking and expanding and whatnot. How did I get gunpowder? Oh, it's because the mobs just walk in. Okay, well, I'm gonna just toss that in there. Toss that in there. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna take all this stuff into my inventory. Wait, no. I'm not gonna build the passive mob farm yet. I'm first going to build the skeleton farm and the spider farm. Don't want them to mix up, so I'm gonna have to do this slowly. Okay, so that's for the skeleton farm, that's for the spider farm. And so I'm going to go downstairs, eat some rotten flesh on my way down. And then because I'm a bit low on storage, I'm going to have to do a quick montage where well, not quick montage, but where I just do the edit. You know, so I look at it, I look down, and I look up again, and it's all a farm sort of edit. So Let me just think, how am I gonna do this? If I mine down here, look this way, and then I build back up. Haha, you guys thought there was gonna be a build there. Nope. I was just thinking of how I was gonna do it. Okay, but that means I'm actually going to mine down, and when I look back up again, it will be a farm. So, you guys understand what I mean? And just like that, we have a spider spawner. And as you can see, this one is pretty insane because of how many spiders can spawn at a time. I have no clue if you guys can hear me over the sound of these spiders. But as you can see, it gets you a lot of spiders in a certain time frame. But like I said, spiders don't drop the most XP points because they only drop 5. This is why I'm going to build the skeleton XP farm. But I mean, this just shows you how many spiders can spawn from a spider XP farm. But the next farm I'm going to build is going to be the skeleton farm, which will be even better. Also, rate the edit. I don't think it was the best, just because there was the spider sounds, so you could immediately tell. But even like considering how I did it, I think it's pretty good, in my opinion. But now, let's run all the way down here, and let's start running. So yeah, the next farm, I think I actually need to put it to the test, because the next farm doesn't use the same mechanics, so only a certain amount of skeletons can spawn in, but they drop more XP. So I think I actually need to test how much I can get from a single in like 5 minutes, just to test how much XP I get, to see which one's better. Yeah, like I said, yes, the skeletons give me more XP per drop, but I think the spiders spawn quicker, so it might be worthwhile using the spider spawner. But I mean, the skeleton spawner is always useful just because I can use it to get bone meal and bones for dogs, and bone meal obviously for everything else. Okay, now I need to do the next transition. So as you can see, no skeleton farm. As you can still see, no skeleton farm. And voila! Ah, it didn't work this time. Let me try it again, let me try again. Voila! Okay guys, why isn't it working? Hello? Why isn't it working? Alright, if it didn't work this time, I don't know what the hell's wrong with my editing, because it should have worked. Ah, hello. It looks like it did work, because there's a wall here now, and a ladder that leads down. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Ah, hello, look. Skeletons. Now obviously once they get sharpness, this will be a one tap. But in like just in that short amount of time, look at that. Power 2 bow, golden helmet, 3 extra bows. And that short amount of time, literally just sitting there for a minute, I've already got 2 levels. So I think this one's definitely better than the skeleton farm. But the problem is with this one, it's because of how low I am, I have to stand up here for them to spawn, and then I have to go down to kill them. That is the only problem with that one. Besides that, this farm works. So that is now 2 farms checked off, the spider farm and the skeleton farm. And now what I want to do next is the passive mob farm. So I had a quick look at what my spawning levels were like. I mean, spawning levels, my storage level was like. And I realized I didn't have enough storage to do the montage for both the villager trader and the passive mob farm. But then I also realized that, well, the passive mob farm isn't actually going to help me, because well, I'm trying to get leather, and this farm will get me everything. It won't specify on leather and meat, or cow's meat at least. So what I decided to do was build a much simpler and actually pretty easy to use cow farm. And that's how simple it is. I mean, like, you can see how many babies there are down here. So basically how it works is you go up here, you breed all these cows, right? The baby cows will spawn in, they will flow down the water, they will get to that point, they fall down into here. Then what you do, you just get away from them because they're pretty loud. You let them grow up, and once they've grown up, take your sword, you kill them, you get the XP, and you get leather and steak. Or uncooked beef, as they call it. So this farm is so much simpler, so much smaller. It didn't take a lot of time. You guys can see it literally took not even one Minecraft day. And well, I have most of my resources still left, so I barely used any of my resources. So this farm was definitely worthwhile building. I think I could have easily gotten the montage out of it. I was just, yeah, I'm a bit nervous on space because I still want to build the iron farm and then show you guys how I get all my trades and become overpowered. And I've only got like 2 gigs left for storage wise, so I need to make sure that I don't run out of storage space, because I still need to edit and download the full edited video as well, so yeah, it's gonna be a tight squeeze for this video. So the next thing I build is the villager trader / iron farm. You know, that would actually be a cool transition. If I could time it correctly, I could jump and hit that. That would be such a cool one. Like if I look this way, jump, the damage takes place, and then okay, I'm doing that. Okay guys, in 3, 2, 1, you will be seeing the brand new Villager Trader / Iron Farm. And just like that, the new and improved Iron Farm has been built. And you can see while I've been building this and getting all the villager trades, it's been working away. And if I climb all the way up, you can see just how this farm looks. So up there is the lightning rod so that the villagers can't get struck and turn into witches, and that these leaves don't burn. These leaves are here because iron golems can't spawn on them. And then you see the iron golems spawn in these wings. They fall down, and so do the cats. They also fall down all the way down. You can hear them burning, and I get the iron. Now the nice thing, the nice thing about this, let me just put it on to charge. There we go. The nice thing about this, the way the spawning mechanics work is if an iron golem is 16 blocks away from the village, it's no longer considered part of the village, so a new one spawns before it even dies, before that one dies. So the drop basically allows it that while this one's dying, a new one can spawn. Now obviously the 2 iron golems can spawn at a time in a full village, which is 20 villages, which I've got up there. And once both of them are down here, they are 16 blocks or more than 16 blocks away, so theoretically the villagers can spawn in another iron golem or 2. Now it doesn't always go that way, but 90% of the time it will, which is why this farm is a lot quicker. And then, so you can see just like in the short time that I've been AFK, I've already got a stack. It just shows you how much better this farm is. Now in the time I've also been building, these guys have been growing up. So I get all the XP, and then all the drops go in here. So I can get the stake out. Let me just put the leather in here. So I can take the stake out, I can split it into 3. Where's my coal? Here. Take these out, split this into 3. And then split this into 3, and then I can use that as well. Okay, and now my audio for the next hour of recording cut out, stupidly. So basically I'm just going to do a quick run through of what I did on a 50 times speed montage. So I built a AFK bone meal sugarcane farm. You can see me AFKing here, doing some emotes, fixing up the farm. And basically I just AFK'd here until I had enough paper to make emeralds. Or to get emeralds, and you can see me trading in for emeralds here. And I did some AFKing, got some more levels, and then got more paper and more emeralds, and I got all the books for my helmet. And then I went back to the skeleton and spider farm, and then I did a bunch of more AFKing to get all the levels for my chest plate and leggings. You can see me there. I was just checking through some stuff. Okay, here I'm busy harvesting hay and breeding more cows. Then I did more trading, basically getting all the books I can. And then, yeah, it was basically just me trading and AFKing and trading and AFKing and trading and AFKing.
until I had all the books I needed to enchant all my stuff. And then I think it was from about day 73, no, day 63 or something. From one of these days, I basically just did an AFK session till day 97, just collecting XP, because I needed 297 levels to enchant all my stuff. So basically I just did a long stint of AFKing to get all the XP levels I needed, and then I enchanted everything. You can see everything's enchanted except for Soul Speed and Swift Sneak. And then yeah, my audio came back.
Okay, as I feared, I ran out of storage, but I managed to clear up some space. But just so that I don't run out of storage again, I am going to end the video there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what I should do next episode, if I should do what I planned or not. But yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. And that is another episode of the Coffee Gamer Survival Series.